Welcome to this edition of the Leader's Corner, a podcast dedicated to bringing you the voices of Army Reserve leadership in a way that's engaging, vibrant, and informational. I'm your host, Sergeant First Class Jeremiah Richardson. So for those of you who do not know, the Department of Defense has just completed a mission called Operation Warp Speed, which had to do with an accelerated vaccine rollout. Major Autry, you had something to do with that, didn't you?
I did. So I joined the organization last November as a planner in the plan cell. Operation Warp Speed was the federal government's attempt to accelerate the development, manufacturing, and distribution of a vaccine for the COVID-19 virus, which we're all living through that pandemic right now. And it's part of the whole of America approach to tackling it. And it's a joint effort between the Department of Defense and Health and Human Services, especially CDC.
Now you say planner, like that's a pretty vague title. What does that entail?
So I've been a bit of a jack of all trades since I've joined Operation Warp Speed. So the first month that I got here, we hadn't released any emergency use authorizations for any vaccines yet. So that was where I was heavily into planning. Especially, we did a lot of tabletop exercises to work with our partners in industry, as well as our partners in the federal government, to kind of role play what is this rollout going to look like once the emergency use authorizations are approved. And then also, how would we react to things going wrong? I specifically led a series of 4 meetings where we were briefing a major general on how we would respond to situations like power outages causing problems with refrigerators, or product going above the temperature restrictions while in transit. Just basically, if something goes wrong, how would we react to it? And we tried to war game that out before it actually happened, so our response time would be a little quicker when it actually happened.
I want to take it back a little bit more when you're talking about the interagency stuff.
Sure.
I'm looking at your bio, and it seems like your civilian expertise had something to do with you being selected for that position. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you got that opportunity and what that interaction means?
Yeah, so I think that I was able to get this position because of what I do with GlaxoSmithKline, which is a pharmaceutical company. And, to be transparent, it is one of the companies that's working on a vaccine for COVID-19 and hopes to go into 3rd stage trials this summer. I found out about this opportunity. I received an email that had the job posting. They were recruiting 3 planners for Operation Warp Speed. I sent an email asking for more information about it. I was curious, and I actually received an email back from ForceCom saying the position had been filled. And then I got a phone call 3 hours later, and they said they'd read my resume and wanted to know if I would still be interested in the position. And I said that I was. So I think that my experience in supply chain with GlaxoSmithKline, that experience combined with my experience previously at Unilever working in the ice cream department on their cold chain supply chain, both of those really kind of lent those experiences to something I could support in the distribution planning here at Operation Warp Speed. The 2 vaccines that have been approved so far both require extensive refrigeration and freezer supply chains to move them. They have to be kept at very, very low temperatures. That's
funny. I mean, the ice cream guy, you're not an ice cream man, but your experience in ice cream helped you with COVID. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. When I learned about the opportunity, I looked at what they were looking for, and I looked at my background as an Army logistician in working in corporate supply chain. And I said, all the stars seem to line up that this was really a position I should be helping with.
It's like a glove.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like a glove. I mean, how cool is that? How often does it happen that your civilian background lines up with what would be needed as a critical position in a national emergency? That's funny. I mean, the ice cream guy. I mean, you're not an ice cream man, but your experience in ice cream helped you with COVID. That's funny. I mean, the ice cream guy. I mean, you're not an ice cream man, but your experience in ice cream helped you with COVID.